Hello, welcome to this new episode of the Alex Show TV. It's episode 382 from December the 16th of the year 2024. Today is a Monday, and today is See the Illusion of Fear. This is the second show of 4 on this series on detachment and change, in a way. Because the illusion of fear is part of detachment, yes, and the illusion of fear is part of change. The illusion of fear, well, you're getting all the message on the words. It's an illusion. It's not real. Fear only operates in our minds. That's the only place fear is alive, in our minds. And as I shared, I'm dedicating this 4-episode series to my good friend Tony from London. I cannot give enough thanks to him for everything he has done for the show and all the valuable wisdom he has shared with me. And he mentions all the time that the mind loves storytelling. The egoic mind, of short. I share many times the brain, the mind, is a beautiful thing if operated correctly. I put an analogy as a computer can do wonderful things if it's operating the right programs. A computer can do awful things. For example, pornography, for example, stealing information, for example, committing fraud, for example, many things if it's infected by a virus. I think our brain is no different than that. And one of the main purposes of the egoic mind, of the poison mind, of the control mind, is creating the illusion of fear, is making you believe fear is a real thing, when fear is just exists inside you, in your head. Yes, I'm totally sure of that. Fear is really the purpose of the controllers of this reality, to keep you in fear. They have achieved that through thousands of years in many different ways. Of course, they go to our primitive needs, they go to our primal needs, and they keep us in fear by keeping us hungry, by keeping us needing things, by keeping us believing we're going to lose whatever we have right now. And I was sharing this with someone recently on a personal level in real life, not through any WhatsApp or anything like that, but it was a real discussion with someone that he said to me, don't think that millionaires don't have any fears. Don't think that millionaires don't question themselves. Don't think that millionaires think that, they're going to lose their control in reality anytime. And yes, that's the mind working its ways. Fear, it's a story created in our mind, okay, about something that has not happened, and that the mind says there's a very good chance it happens, and giving us all the rational and really all the analysis details on why it's going to happen. Fear is never real, okay? I'm not saying you shouldn't be afraid. That's very difficult to do. I put an example, I shared it a few times, that one of my sons was in the hospital last year with 10 days. He had an operation. It was a big deal. He had a long ailment. Let's just leave it at that. And one night he was in intensive care. All night my brain, my fear was trying to get the best of me. Hey, this is not looking good. Hey, prepare for the worst. Hey, everything. And all the time I was kind of pushing back because I knew it was my egoic mind. I knew it wasn't real. I knew it was an illusion. But it's so difficult when you're in that situation to control it. I believe fear is a virus, okay? Let's just leave it at that. It's a brain virus, not a physiological virus. I'm using a metaphor here. It's a brain programming that is a control mechanism, okay? Fear keeps you controlled. When you're afraid, you're limited. When you're afraid, you're not at your best. When you're afraid, you are predictable, okay? So if someone wants to keep you controlled and predictable and minimized, then what best tool than fear? Without further ado, let's watch a support video that explains how and why fear is an illusion, why fear is not based in the present moment, why fear is based on storytelling of the brain. And then I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this very short Monday episode on this series on detachment and change. This series on the power of letting go. This series of the power of letting yourself totally in the present moment be yourself, and let the universe control you. Let's watch it together.
See the illusion of fear. Buddha taught that much of what we experience is an illusion created by our minds. Fear, too, is often based on our imagination, the what-ifs that have not happened yet. By recognizing that fear is often a product of our thoughts and not reality, we can begin to separate ourselves from the stories our minds tell us. In that awareness, fear loses its grip. Imagine this: you're standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down, your heart races, your palms sweat. But what is really happening? Are you falling? No. Are you in danger? Not at all. What is happening is that your mind is anticipating something that isn't even real. Our minds create these stories. We imagine the worst-case scenario. We play out every possible disaster in our heads. But here's the truth: fear is just a thought. It's not a fact. It is a mental pattern, one that you can break. Fear is like a shadow that disappears when you face it with the light of awareness. Every time you step into something new, you will feel fear. But that fear is not a reflection of reality. It is a signal that you are stepping out of your comfort zone. It is a sign of growth. Fear is not trying to stop you. It is trying to teach you that you are on the verge of something greater. Do not let the illusion of fear hold you back from stepping into your power. You are not the fear you feel. You are the awareness behind it. You are the strength that faces it. And when you see fear for what it truly is, a temporary, fleeting illusion, you take away its power over you. You see that fear is simply a thought in your mind, and just like all thoughts, it can change, it can pass. So, the next time fear comes knocking, remember this: it's not real. It's just an illusion. You have the power to let it go. You have the strength to overcome it. And you have the courage to live the life you truly deserve.
Hey, yes, this is not a topic we really can go long on this one, and there's not really a point. Uh, Fear is temporary, fear is an illusion. I honestly don't agree completely when they say fear is here to teach us something. Yes, maybe that fear is not real, okay? That you are not that fearful being. And in a way, you are this such, independent, great being that doesn't need fear to grow, okay? Um, Fear is the things, I've heard it so many times. 9 of 10 things you fear never happened. Yes, totally agree. Probably 99 of 100. Uh, and but I felt it, and I've shared that story, personal story of my son being in the hospital last year. You feel it, and I had a horrible night. It was not easy. I'm not saying it's something you really achieve in controlling fear. But how are we able to really try to stop being in a fearful state by living in the present moment? Because I do believe fear is based in the past. Fear is based in our over-analysis, overthinking of the past, and our stories we build on the future. Because the future is not here, we really don't know it, okay? But we build stories. We like to overanalyze and make predictions on how things are going to go for us. And that's why we say, oh my God, I'm going to be without a job in a year. The economy is looking bad. This new president is coming in. I don't know, you're making stories in your mind. You're really overanalyzing things. And I think there's nothing good that comes from really getting your mind going, racing, okay? I do believe fear is a control mechanism, and I do believe fear is one of the primal tools of the controllers of this reality in keeping us minimized, keeping us in our knees, and keeping us, trying to control fear, trying to deal with fear instead of just being free and just letting ourselves go and be in the present moment. So I hope you enjoy this short Monday episode. If everything's okay, I shall see you back on Friday for the third show in this series. I hope you're enjoying it. These are short shows. These are really to the point. It's just one clip from a longer video. By the way, I hope you look at the full video because it's really deserving. It's really, a recommendation. And by the way, you're going to find the link to the full series, to the full video on all of these 4 shows. Have a great Monday. Enjoy your week. If everything's okay, I shall see you back on Friday. Have a great day. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover your true self. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and to serve others. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover your true self? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to the universe. Simply ask, who am I? Where do I come from? What is my purpose? You will start getting signs, breakthroughs, and signals. You will notice how your notions about this reality start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering your true self equals to real freedom. Your self-imposed limits will fall and you will be ready to understand this reality, but you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will set up a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, lust, envy, violence, justice through violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only your egoic mind and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Thank you very much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@thealexshow.tv. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.thealexshow.tv. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.